Hey guys, it's Coach KJ here, and I'm talking to Dejour and Ebony. Well, you know, they're talking and I'm listening. I'm shy, I'm quiet. They're trying to pull it out me and help me talk a little bit more. And I think, am I doing okay?
You're doing all right, yeah.
I'm getting there? I'm getting there.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So actually, basically, what I wanted to talk to them a little bit about was communication and some of the gaps that we see in communication. Like, why are some messages not going up as young adults are speaking? And then why, man, y'all didn't tell me. Let me get it right. What are some of the challenges with getting messages up to seniors and other adults, and why do you think some of the messages they're saying are like falling on deaf ears and we're not able to look at me counting myself as young?
You are young.
I love it.
She's saying, why is it that sometimes when older individuals speak, younger people don't listen? Is that your question?
Like, what's the disconnect? I feel like the biggest thing is trust. I think there's a lack of trust. I think, and a lack of vulnerability and honesty. I think as young adults, we want to hear what you've been through, and I think a lot of times some older people don't want to go back to where they came from and speak on it, but we need to hear that so we don't go through those same things. And then there's no trust because there's not a safe space that it's not going to go back. Like a lot of times, you know, as people get older, they're at home, so they do a lot of gossiping. It's like, I want to talk to you about stuff, but now I don't know if my business is going to be in the street.
That's real.
I don't know if you're going to go and tell your homegirl, especially when you grow up in like church communities and it's like everybody in their I just told you this. So
that's real.
I think the way to bridge the gap is one, to like have better conversations in community, like where young and old people come together and have those conversations. I think if you don't have those old people to talk to, like you just don't know. Or older people, you just don't know.
That's good.
So just the trust aspect of rebuilding that trust, especially in our community. I think there's a lot of distrust when it comes to some conversations, political, spiritual, financial, any aspects. I just think there's a lack of trust, and I think we have to rebuild that trust to be able to have those tough conversations.
Do you think some of it is dictatorial versus inclusive or conversation? Do you think, or like lecture instead of?
I think it's more lecture. I think there's a lot of times that we want to be lectured, right? Like we want to.
You want to be lectured.
We want to balance. We want you to be able to come to us and have conversations, but we want to also have an open-mindedness of what we're going through too. Because what we're going through now is not what you went through back then.
Real.
Everything that we're experiencing is changing different than how it was during that time. So I think just having a healthy balance between, hey, in this moment I need to be real with you and lecture you out of love, or hey, what do you need from me in this moment, and how can we have an open, honest conversation?
Yeah, like being understood, yet not. I think the biggest thing is our generation doesn't always feel understood when we do talk to older individuals, because like you said, the issues, it's a difference between what older individuals went through and their upbringing and the problems they face versus the problems that we face. I would say that at face value, just echoing what you said. Yeah.
I was reading, one of the interesting things is we're doing a project on 2040, like what would this world look like in 15 years? And what they're saying is that families are going to be smaller, like instead of having a lot of kids, they'll have like one or two kids.
I can see that.
Grandparents are going to be there, so it could be grandparent, kids, and younger kids. That's why they're doing these the additions onto the house, like the small grandparent house and that kind of stuff that they're doing.
More compound. You're seeing a lot more compounds. A lot of families staying in like the same areas together.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is that they're saying that young adults are going to be more empathetic, and they're going to be more peer-based. So, for instance, like, I don't necessarily need to go home for Thanksgiving. I got my girls, we're gonna do Thanksgiving where I live, because they might be geographically challenged. Like the kids might be in California, the parents might be in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So they're finding a lot more empathy, or the things to look for are empathy and peer relations, right? Do you feel like there's more peer relations, like you are reliant more upon your peers or talking more to your peers for advice than maybe some of your parents have done? Or so, like parents may have said, I learned this from my mom, and now you feel like I'm learning this from my friends, I'm learning this from social media.
I learned from books, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm kind of in that gray area. I mean, I bounce ideas off of people that have more experience. Sometimes I go to parents or family members, but a lot of times, just if I want to know something, I'll pick up a book. Like, sitting in front of Barnes and Nobles, like I go and I'll check out a book. Failing Forward was a book that taught me about the value putting yourself out there and how to be a good entrepreneur. Like if it's stuff like that or having tough conversations, like I'll pick up a book. Not to say that I won't go and talk to somebody, but I'm in that gray area.
Don't forget to pick up my book, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm in the
that
gray
was
area too. I feel like I have a healthy balance between the two. Like I talk to my parents, I talk to my aunt and uncle, I talk to my friends, and then I also learn from experience too. So
That's another big thing.
allowing myself to just go through the experience, like the experience in life is the best teacher. Yeah, there are things that you can go to your parents about that they should want to share, but even with peer related, I feel like I do have my peers, but I'm very big on family. That's one of my values. So I go home for the holidays. Like I make it my business to go home, and I'm from Georgia, so I drive those 9 hours to go home. But I value family too. So I think just whatever those values look like, and a lot of times, a lot of people don't have those family-based relationships, so they gravitate to those peer relationships, which is why I think it's happening now.
Yeah, it's happening a lot more than
Yeah.
than it did before, because we had everybody stayed on the same street. Your grandma, your mama, everybody. Now everybody's spread out. We got FaceTime and all this, so we don't have to interact as much. So that kind of loses that face-to-face value. So you're with your peers more than you're with your family. So you're gonna have those conversations, but I think you just have to create that balance of I still want my family and I still want my friends.
I think soft skills are going to become so much more valuable, especially with AI and everything you're just saying of. Yeah, it's just I think there's more of an incentive to be social, kind of like how we came up with you and how you're like interviewing us. That's like that's something that's gonna be high demand. I'd say by 2040.
For sure, it's gonna be very important.
Like, but in a way that people don't expect. Like, it's gonna be crazy. Like, I don't know if y'all know like this guy named Gary Vee. That's on social media. He's like an inspirational speaker. He talks about he brought up this really cool business idea. He said it was like people like kind of like how you go on DoorDash or order stuff, but like you can order to have somebody like go into your neighborhood and walk to your neighborhood to have like a conversation with you. Like he kind of brought up like down that train of thought that could be like a viable business model because people don't really speak to each other like that.
Yeah, there's no interaction.
But, yeah, he explained it way better than I did, but it blew my mind. Like there's a market for that.
The key thing is with something like that, you want to make sure that the person who goes into the market and starts speaking to people doesn't go in with an ulterior motive.
Oh yeah, back to the dark impact, like the stuff you were talking about.
Right. And that's one of the greatest challenges right now is that some people have been so ingrained in a particular type of thought or a particular type of way of doing things until it makes them less flexible. They might be available, but they might not be flexible. And so that's one of the things that we have to make sure that we're looking at, because if everything is poured into AI, right? AI is going to be spitting out the same exact information to everybody, but what if what's AI is spitting out is not what's in your core, is not what you feel?
Yeah, and that's I can go all day about AI. I'm in tech, so I can go all day about AI. Amy and AI are not best friends. I tell people that all the time because I just feel like one, you got to train it. Like it's training.
Once you train it, it's
model.
like a dog.
It's so, but I think that we just have to value getting out with people. Like I'm very big on community, like very big on people around me, getting to know people, getting to navigate with people. So I feel like a lot of times we miss that piece that you need that human interaction. Like you need to get out with people.
Exactly.
And know who you are at the core too. Like like you talk about core, just know who you are.
And see, because guys, Amy changed me. Like I said, I was very shy before I met Amy and DeJour, but I'm getting there.
Oh, Ebony.
What did I just say?
Amy.
That's all right.
No. I meant to say my mom. Oh my God.
It's all right.
I was thinking
It's one of those
Ebony.
slips.
No,
It was like in between. You weren't sure which one to grab.
No, I was really thinking Ebony. I don't know why Amy came out. Oh my God, I'm so
okay.
sorry.
It's all
But
right.
anyway,
No
I
worries.
meant Ebony, and you know what? Let me tell you why I meant Ebony. Let me tell you something. My daughter's name is Blake, and Blake means ebony. That's exactly what it is. It's black.
Yeah, Ebony
Right.
means black.
So that's why. So when I wanted to name her Blake, they were like, nobody can pronounce Blake. Nobody can pronounce Blake. Just name her Ebony. So that's why I knew. I remembered your name, right? So it's special to me. So, but anyway, guys, this young lady and this young man, they are absolutely beautiful, and I thank you so much for the insight that they gave us. Words to listen to, words to reflect upon, and words to grow.
Appreciate you having us on
Yes, thank you.
on the interview.
All right.
Appreciate it.